I just got done working, what was it, 11 days straight? We had an exercise going on at work, and now I got 4 days off to kind of recuperate from this, and I want to be productive today. I'm off today. Today's Friday, still in my pajamas. I did do a little bit of work. I have moved my office. I now have my office out here in the main basement area, and then over this way, come check this out. This is going to just be the studio for recording probably like my Christopher Chaos videos, right? And this is the room that I had all my office stuff in. I had to rearrange a lot of things and make room for stuff, but that's what this will be. This will be the room that I use for recording and shooting videos in and stuff, and then I can edit here. And the purpose of this was I just wanted a little bit more space, but also at the same time, this allows me to like hang out with Mrs. Chaos. She can watch something on the big screen, right? And watch TV, whatever. And I can hang out right here and edit video and work on projects and work on things. So that's the intention that I'm implementing here. But back to the main thing here is that I want to be productive today. So I gotta get dressed. I could just stay in my pajamas and do my work in pajamas, and that'd probably be fine. But I feel like it still kind of puts me in like this lazy mode. So we got to get out of that lazy mode and we got to get into productive mode. So I'm going to shower, get dressed, and get to work. Join me, will you? Mrs. Chaos and Baby Chaos were actually sick like all week, right? Baby Chaos had the flu. Usually what happens with that is whoever's taking care of Baby Chaos ends up getting sick too. So sure enough, Mrs. Chaos got sick. Of course, I'm around them too. I feel a little bit off, so I'm a little bit concerned that I might be getting sick too. So I probably need to try to like be as productive as I can today, just in case the next several days I'm gonna be sick and I can't do crap. Because I definitely was delayed on that last video because I was busy with work, busy with things going on. So I hate falling behind. So I gotta try to be really productive today, I think, just in case I do end up getting sick. One of the things that I feel like I'm gonna have to work on if I'm gonna be recording in this space is I don't feel like the lighting is good enough. I do have an idea that I wanna put a light off over here because I would like to get back into doing some live streaming stuff for the Christopher Chaos channel. And so I do need a light there. Let's try putting a light there and see how it works. I don't know. I think I want to use one of my Elgato lights. I think one of my Elgato lights would work kind of the best for that. So let's get that set up and see if that improves the visual of it, because I feel like it's too dark. So I've got this Elgato light right here that I can easily utilize that I'm not going to be using because I'm not going to be using those kind of lights in this environment. I have other lights that I'll use for that. I was using those before, but I won't be now. Makes sense? Mainly because these are easier to control through the computer. And so if I have it by the computer, it'd be easier to use. So not for main videos, but they will work for live streams and for other things that I want to do. So we'll get this guy unmounted from this desk while other crap starts falling off of here. And we'll get it remounted over there, all right? So far, key light's kind of struggling to connect. I don't know what the hell the deal is. I got screen there, right? It's trying to connect. Lights on up there. And it's blinking like it's trying to connect, but it just keeps on failing. So I don't know. I do have a backup if this doesn't work. I got another thing I can use. I'd just rather use this though. I have another light that's probably better than this light maybe. But I don't know. Yeah, see, it failed. It's not wanting to connect to my network for some reason. So I don't know. I'm gonna try a few other things, play with, hopefully get better lighting. So, so I've got light, but it's not connecting to the computer. So I guess I could just use it manually and it works. I have another thing I could use. I have these cool tube lights that I could use, but I'm wasting too much time on this stupid light. I need to get going on some of the other productivity that I intended to kind of start working on. But this works, right? This looks a lot better. Better lighting. So I'm just gonna roll with this. I'm just gonna leave it on. I just don't have the controls over it. Like I control like the brightness and dim it down and turn it on and turn it off wirelessly and all that stuff like that. I just won't be able to do that. It's just gonna be stuck at this setting unless I decide I wanna play with it some more, or use one of the tube lights where I can dim it and I have to do it from the device. Not that big of a deal, I guess, but I don't know. For now, this is fine. I need to get back to productivity though. One of the things I've been trying to figure out a way to manage is, for one, I'm trying to do 3 channels, which may come down to 2, and then I get motivated again and it'll go back to 3, and I don't know, right? There's a vlog channel, the main Christopher Chaos channel. There's a That Chris Chaos channel that's kind of in limbo. Oh, and then there's also a potential 4th one, but maybe that 4th one just becomes a replacement for the 3rd one. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is really going to be here. One of the issues it seems like I usually have with like the Christopher Chaos channel, I run into soldiers all the time at work, and they recognize me and they'll talk to me and they're like, oh yeah, I used to watch your videos. And that's kind of a problem, right? They used to watch my videos, right? And the reason for that is my fault, right? A lot of my videos, the majority of my videos on the Christopher Chaos channel are catered towards, people doing research about the Army. And then once they join the Army, probably don't have a reason to watch my channel anymore, right? Some people still like to watch it because they find it entertaining and they like it. But then a lot of people, it seems like, don't. They just like, okay, it served its purpose. I got my research done. I'm in the Army now. There's no reason to watch the channel anymore. So I need to fix that. That's one of the things I want to work on today, is finding ways to fix that. I have been brainstorming some ideas, things that I could do that may help that along. And that's something I'll probably work on, with trying to find ways to make content that still appeals to people that are still in the Army, not just people that are wanting to join the Army. So I got to work on that. But then there's other video ideas for other channels, and it's hectic, right? The thing that gets in the way, my job. My day job gets in the way. I can't make content, but I need my day job because I got to pay bills. But then I can't work on content. It's a lose-lose situation, right? I only have a short window to actually be able to work on content because I'm so busy during the day with a day job. And then I come home tired from my day job. This is more mental, I guess, but not physical. I don't do anything physically hard, but mental, I guess, just kind of exhaustion. And then, it's hard to get the motivation back up. Days like this are great. Days like this are days where I do have motivation because it's during the day. I'm not at work. I'm home, right? And I don't know. I've been using AI to help me with like thumbnails. Especially because I use Gemini to make the kind of help me with the creativity of the thumbnails, because it's owned by the same company, right, that makes YouTube, Google, right? And I don't know if it gives me an advantage, but it does save me a lot of effort and a lot of work. I don't like it. I mean, most of it is usually AI. I don't like to do it 100% AI. I usually do some tweaking a little bit here and there with some of the stuff, but nonetheless, it does speed up the process, right? I like to try to, focus my time on the more important things. Being behind the camera, the editing process, that's more important. The thumbnail, the description, the title, that's what's going to catch them. But I need to spend more time on the actual content. So I think it helps me kind of get it going. Like here's like the thumbnail for the next video, if you can see it very well, right? If we focus in, right? Pretty much AI generated, right? I took the photo of me. It turned it into a comic, right? And then added all the other elements I told it to add to it. It helps, right? I add the Christopher Chaos. I mean, not that much editing on that part right there, but nonetheless, it saves me time in the end to focus on the more important things like creating the content. My opinion there. When I created that thumbnail, it wasn't supposed to make me a cartoon. It's supposed to just make the background a cartoon because I gave it an image of me. But I kind of like it. I kind of am thinking about maybe just doing all of my Christopher Chaos thumbnails where it changes me into a cartoon, and I'm okay with it. I don't know. I can test it out for a little while, try it out. We'll see. Well, I think I need to get back to my little creative process, working on some ideas. Some more things I want to do. I want to test some different kind of lighting, I guess, inside of my little recording studio area. I need a game day. I think maybe like Monday I'm off. I think Monday would be a good game day. I don't know though. I'm gonna get back to it though. I'm gonna get back to my creativity. I just wanted to check in with you. Make sure you're doing okay. let you know I still exist, let you know this channel still exists. And I haven't forgot about it. I just don't have a lot to record. We'll work on that. All right, thanks for watching. See you again. All right.